Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to have a quick look at when we are changing our mindset and what that means when we begin manifesting something, or even if we're advanced at manifesting and we're actually manifesting something different for our brain to experience. So I wanted to do a video on this because I know that it can be helpful for anyone who is beginning on the journey, but also if you are creating something that you may not have experienced before. So I know that there is a lot of content out there and it can be hard to actually get your mind into a clear and steady way of seeing how you're manifesting something. And so I just wanted to do a quick video on how to do this. So when it comes to manifesting anything that we are doing right now, you're manifesting in this instant, you're manifesting your thoughts right now. And even if you were watching this video, you're manifesting in that video, and anything that I am saying is really a kind of a manifestation of what you actually already know within, and it's kind of coming through me then from your idea of how to actually get this information. So when we are manifesting and we want to create maybe a new experience, everything we know, as we understand, is in the now. We only ever experience ourselves in the present moment. And so when we are experiencing ourselves in the present moment, this is what we want to be aware of when we are manifesting. How to keep it clear and simple is to understand that if you have a desire for something, it already exists. It exists in a way that maybe it's not going to manifest in a right instant right now in front of you, but it's in the process of manifesting for you in a way that is actually going to be maybe believable to you in order for it to appear. So for example, if I am manifesting as an elephant, for example, I want to see an elephant and I want to see maybe a live version of an elephant. I am going to be thinking about that and I am going to be expecting to see an elephant because I am affirming for it. How my brain actually adapts to that is probably that I will either maybe get an invitation to go to the zoo, or there'll be something that will actually manifest for me to go and see this elephant. It's not that I'm actually going to manifest it right in my kitchen or right outside my backyard. I know this can happen maybe if there's a circus or something in town, but there is another reason. There's another actual kind of idea of how you would actually manifest the elephant. Your brain is powerful in a sense that your subconscious mind is, it's worked in such a way that it knows how to bring things to you. How it brings things to you is not really our job to understand, because we don't consciously know exactly how something can come to us. We can think about it, but there are so many different ways, because there are so many different realities and so many different versions of how it can come to you. And so it's actually better just to kind of have a clear affirmation of what it is that you are doing, and you kind of let go of how it actually is going to come to you. So when we're actually getting into something and we are beginning our journey on manifesting, the one thing to know is that it's a change of mindset, because everything that we are experiencing is a perception of how we believe and how we think and how we believe in ourselves and how we show up for ourselves every single day. Who it is we believe that we are, and who it is that we believe people think we are as well too. So when we know these kind of things and we are clear on this, that is kind of what we are manifesting. So if we manifest circumstances that are undesirable, these circumstances that come in really only come in because we get confused along the way, because we start stressing about things, because we don't believe in what it is that we are creating, or maybe we are not into manifesting and we manifest circumstances because of all the, limiting beliefs and everything floating about in the subconscious mind. But when we get into the law of assumption, we get into conscious creating, conscious being the operative word, we understand that we can be aware of these thoughts and we can actually change them. It does not mean that when we are aware of them that we're going to be manifesting negative things. It's actually the opposite, because when we become aware of something, it means that we're aware of it. So it's really not going to come up again unless we actually give it our attention over and over and over again, because everything really comes from the repetition. So starting off, if you are somebody who is, maybe just getting into manifesting, maybe you're somebody just changing your mindset, start off gradually. Everything is in the present moment. So you're experiencing yourself in this present moment. If you are somebody who is wanting to manifest something that you have not experienced before, and you start saying, I'm experiencing it right now, I'm experiencing it right now, you may actually bring up resistance in yourself. And if you are bringing resistance in yourself, you're going to feel, it's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel really good to you in the moment. So rather than jumping into it, saying that you have it right now, come in gradually and say, I'm going to have this next week, or I'm going to have this in a couple of months. When we do this, we're actually being more easier on the brain. The brain is seeping it in more because the subconscious mind believes in emotions more. It'll pick up on emotions and feelings more quicker than it does with affirmations, but it does actually pick up on affirmations through the repetition. But you will even know yourself that when you actually feel an emotion, that is actually a memory then that is kind of shooting into the subconscious mind, which is creating in the subconscious mind. So that is why emotions pick up quicker. That is why we stabilize our nervous system as well too, because a stabilized nervous system kind of knows the difference about what a trigger is and what is not. So when we get into the manifesting, whatever it is you're manifesting, or if you're simply just changing your mindset, do it gradually. It's okay to say that this is going to happen, because I know that when we get into watching all the content, it says that, okay, no, everything is now. You have to affirm right now. This is it now. And sometimes it can feel a little bit of a pressure. And I know myself that I actually get into this as well too. And I start thinking, about the now, and even on my journey as well too, when I first started doing it, I just started creating a lot of resistance because I just jump into the end result without actually kind of, easing my mind into it, because I thought that if I kept doing that I would, change the belief, which I did eventually. However, when I first started out and doing this, I did go through a lot of kind of resistance and a lot of emotions and stuff in changing the mindset as well too, which was really just, not necessary when I look at it now, because when I go to change any beliefs now, it's such a much more easier process, because I know if I'm getting resistance, all I have to do is stop. And I can actually affirm, you know what, it's going to be okay. Right now, I'm in this present moment. All I really need to know is that I'm in the present moment, and that everything is actually manifesting. And all I have to do is just relax, let go, and breathe. And these kind of techniques are actually what brings us back into our awareness. And then when we get into this kind of awareness again, we understand ourselves more. We understand what it is that we are creating more. We're more clear, we're more simple. And because we're more clear and simple, we're actually creating that kind of clarity in the energy that we are creating, but also in the signals that we are sending out as well too. So I just wanted to do a quick video on that. Remember that everything is in the present moment, and really your actual kind of goal is to ask yourself how you're feeling in the present moment. If you're not feeling good, you don't have to jump into saying, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good. You can just simply say, you know what, it's going to be okay. I'm going to be feeling better now in another minute, or I'm going to be feeling better now in another couple of minutes. And then when you start to feel better, you say, great, I am feeling better now. And that's kind of, it's more enjoyable, it's more easier, and it's more easier to sustain as well too on this journey. Because when we understand that we're coming into conscious creating, and we understand that everything is actually coming from our thoughts, we want to develop a mindset that's never going to give up on this, that's not going to waver on us, and not going to have, the belief in ourselves. So it's better to maintain and sustain a mindset that is gradually easing ourselves into whatever it is that we are manifesting. And when I say gradually, I don't mean that it has to take days or weeks or whatever. It can simply just be an hour or a few minutes, just to get ourselves back into the kind of clarity of what it is that we are doing, and not allowing ourselves to get lost, because everything that we do in manifesting is just right now, and it's just about understanding that you have it right now. And sometimes getting into that kind of understanding can cause us to just think too much about it. And because we're thinking too much about it, then we kind of get lost in translation, and we don't have the same kind of clarity that we had when we get into actually creating it. So remember, keep it clear and simple. Understand that you are in the present moment right now. Understand that it's all about, you know, how you are thinking and feeling and believing in the present moment, and bring yourself into the awareness of this. Know that you are doing everything right, and that everything that you are doing is actually bringing you to exactly what it is that you are manifesting. Because if you are having the desire, then everything that you are doing in the 3D reality is actually just how you are navigating yourself to that desire. So with that being said, I will leave that video there. If you have any questions, you can comment down below, and I will chat to you soon.